Thank you. Thank you. Thank you and good evening. I several times today have tried to work out what I thought would be an appropriate introduction to the woman who's my guest tonight and tomorrow, and I'm afraid I really haven't come up with one that does her justice. It's no good trying to recite all of her film titles or the awards she's won. It's tempting to start saying Intermezzo, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Notorious, Gaslight, and so on. But the list is too overwhelming, and it seems obvious to say that she's a great beauty, one of the great personalities of our time, and the fact that she is has made her part of all of our consciousnesses. And I don't want to dwell too much on her well-deserved reputation for courage and candor. And if you don't know about that, you will see it demonstrated soon enough, I expect, tonight. I think the best thing I can do is to say that here is a legend, a great talent, someone who's all the things that are summed up in the phrase, a true lady. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ingrid Bergman. Let's see, I think you're there. Welcome. I doubt if anyone has been in the situation that you're in right now, because you have made a film that involves a very devastating, you might say, mother and daughter relationship, Ingmar Bergman's new film, Autumn Sonata. And your own daughter is in the position of being a critic. Is she disqualifying herself in this case?
Yes, she criticizes theater and
Yes.
not movies. She introduced me for a second the other evening because she had seen the movie, but she's not going to criticize.
In real life, she's not even going to...
Well, she's told me that she liked it. She doesn't dare to say anything else, does she?
She is, after all, your daughter.
Yes.
And the parallels are interesting, as you obviously know, because you play a performing mother, a performing mother in the film.
Yes, a pianist, but it could be an actress, it could be anyone that has to leave her home, her husband and children, to go to other countries to make long tours. You know, it doesn't have to be a pianist, but Ingmar Bergman wanted it, because I think he's been married to a pianist and he knows how hard they work. And I didn't realize myself that it was really from morning to night, a constant work, even when you are at home.
Yes. There's one scene in which they pan from your hand up, so we see that it is actually you playing the piano. But
Yes.
I gather that the hard stuff was done.
It's the only thing you see.
That's the only part, is it? Did the ex-Mrs. Bergman
Yes,
coach you on that?
She did, yes. She was there and she taught us how to sit and how to behave, and also not to use your face muscles too much. And she taught Liv how to play it in a poor way and how I should play it in a more brilliant way. And it was very interesting because, you know, it's easy when you play the piano to overdo it too much. You shake your head and you do all those things. And actually, she said that good pianists are much more restrained.
And I hate it when you see the actor going like this and the sound is going something, there's no connection at all. Cineasts and movie fanatics are hungry for any scrap of information about Ingmar Bergman, of course. Can you describe working with him, or can you think of an example of a moment, perhaps, where you wanted to do something one way, or to give some idea on those mysterious closed sets of his, what it's like to see?
Yes, they're very closed indeed, because he wants to be very near his actors. He doesn't want to have the large crews that you have here in America. It has to be like a little family, and they're all working intensely because they have something to do. It isn't like here, so many people have special jobs and they hang around and wait and play cards and talk. No one has time to talk in his setups. There is a concentration that helps the actors very much. And he's very close to you, and he kind of reads your thoughts. To take an example, when my daughter plays the piano, I have a close-up. The mother is watching her daughter, and I had nothing to do but watch her play. So then Ingmar came up after a while. I'd done a couple of takes and said, "What are you thinking of?" So I said, "Well, I'm thinking that my poor daughter, she never really could play the piano, could she? And a little mistake there. But she's cute, there she's sitting, but oh, that was not good." And he said, "You're thinking all wrong. She is not even listening to her daughter playing. She knows that the daughter is not a pianist. She's watching the girl, and she remembers when she was a little girl and ran across the lawn, and how happy the mother was when she stretched out her arms and the little girl ran into her arms." And it gave me a completely new way of thinking. Mm-hmm. And you see, that is what a good director can do. He gives you the thought so that then you can project that.
So he gives you precise images to picture,
yes.
even.
Well, sometimes you have the same thought. I mean, mm-hmm. he will not say anything because he sees in your face that you are thinking what he wants you to think.
Or assumes you are, in any case.
Yes.
I think it was Mildred Dunnock who once said about film acting that the mistake people make at the beginning is to try to act too much, and that you can simply think something and it will show in the face.
Yes, it's absolutely
which for a stage actor
true.
is hard
yes.
to believe, of course.
It's very difficult, especially as I came from the stage. Mm-hmm. I had just been 6 months in London and acted. And of course, when you act on the stage, it is a question of projection. You have to reach the people up there, and it's no use that believing that they can see what your eyes look like. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing is very big. So that was one of the first days of work that I had to do with Ingmar. That was to take everything down. I know that because I've been in the theater and in the movies mm-hmm. combined all my life, so I know the difference. Yes. But you have to be reminded because the screen is so terribly sensitive.
And Bergman uses what are, it's odd, this confusion of names, Bergman and Bergman.
Yes.
Ingmar Bergman uses what are sometimes called brutal close-ups. And
yes.
For an actress like yourself who is in her 40s, some people might fear that.
Yes.
You had no fear of the screen-filling close-up where millions of people are looking into your pores?
No, I was kind of happy about it because you try naturally, being an actress. Actors don't have the same worry. But actresses, of course, like to look beautiful and young as long as possible. Mm-hmm. But it is very difficult. You can do it a little bit more on the stage where you're not so close to the audience. You can fake 10, 15 years, but on the screen you see the age. Mm-hmm. And it takes courage to take all the makeup off and really show what you are in real life.
And to not shoot it through...
he helped me to do that. I mean, he gave me courage. I said to him, "Oh my God, when my fans see me like this, I'll lose them all." And he said, "Don't worry, I'll get you new ones."
It's an answer for everything. They are, as people know, sometimes not above shooting actresses through gauze.
Yes,
that's
in the
gone.
Old days. Oh, those good old days.
Or as they said about one actress, they had to shoot her through a matzah in order to...